Hello, my name is Charlotte Innard, and I'm the Manager of Reference and Information Services at the Education Center Library. The following is a presentation that I did on ebooks in February of 2009. We are going to start by looking at ebooks in the context of the library, then look at the many features that ebooks have. We will then look at ebooks outside of the library and at the different readers and formats. There are many free ebooks, most out of copyright, and we will look at where those can be found. I will also touch very briefly on audio ebooks. I do have a bias when it comes to ebooks. I have spent time getting used to using ebooks and now regularly purchase and read ebooks. This slide is to show the wide variety of ebooks that we get in the library. We get them from all sorts of vendors and publishers. So in talking about ebooks, I cannot tell you about one single format, feature, or access that applies to them all. We have over 240,000 ebooks in the library, which is more than the number of print books that we have. Some ebooks we have purchased and therefore own, while other ebooks we only subscribe to. Subscribing means that we have access to a database, and the actual titles can change. An example of this would be Safari, which has a lot of computer books in it. In subscribing, we ensure that we are always getting the most recent books. Some ebooks are what we call a one book, one reader model, which means that only one person can look at a book at a time. On the other end of the scale, some books we have negotiated unlimited usage for. We will start by going to look at an ebook. I'm going to look at an ebook using the eBury interface. You can access eBury ebooks by going to the library website, then eResources, and then ebooks. We also try as much as possible for ebooks to appear in the library catalog to allow for improved discoverability. This screenshot is from inside of eBury. It is showing me signed into my account. You can see the bookshelf that I have created with different folders showing some of my research interests. You can also search books from this page, and you can view ebooks as well. The next slide will show you the eBury Reader. The different features that I'm going to talk about are only available in the Reader, which requires a plugin to be installed, but is not required to view the actual book. This screen shows the cover of A Season of Opera. On the left-hand side, you can see the table of contents, which are links to allow you to go to the chapter that you are interested in. At the top of the table of contents are three tabs. The first for the table of contents, the second one for notes. This allows you to make notes in essence in the margin as you go through the ebook. The next tab is for highlighting. eBury allows you to highlight in three different colors. As we move to this slide, you can see that I have highlighted sections of the text. The navigation bar at the top provides many different features. I can print pages and copy and paste portions of the text. I can highlight a word and then ask for it to be defined or translated. I can search either the ebook that I am in or all of the ebooks in eBury. I can make the text bigger or smaller, and I have my navigation buttons. This is one part of ebooks that can be distracting if it takes too long to go to the next page. This can depend on the speed of your internet connection, and frequently does depend on that. The reason that I have chosen to show the eBury interface is that this is the software that was chosen by the Ontario Council of University Libraries, of which we are a part. We are in the process of loading the software on our servers. This will enable us to load the ebooks onto our own servers to ensure long-term access. I have discussed some of these features in showing you the ebooks in eBury. Ebooks can be beneficial to those with visual impairments. Displays can be adjusted, text made bigger, and some ebooks have built-in text-to-voice readers. You can link to related material and have interactive audio and video clips embedded in the book. One of the big features for us as an academic library is the ability for more than one person to use an ebook at one time. It also provides access to books when the library is closed. There is some talks of ebooks providing environmental benefits. in that you do not have to cut down trees or have transportation costs, but there is the cost of computers and readers and energy. Ebooks do take up less space, and you can carry more around without the weight. This last point about print runs is that publishers no longer have to depend on selling a certain number of books in print, so deciding how many to print, and this could enable them to support more esoteric titles. Some screens are backlit, which allow for reading in the dark, while those using the e-ink technology are good for sunlight. Ebooks also allow for better support of distance and online education. Some ebooks can be downloaded onto a handheld device, allowing for better portability, although this is not the case for library ebooks. There are many readers out there as well. Some, like the Kindle, are standalone ebook readers, and others, like the PDA or the iPhone, are devices with multiple functions. It depends on what you are looking for or already have. This list shows that not only are there a lot of readers, but that there are also a lot of formats out there. I suspect that there will be fewer formats in a few years, and the EPUB looks like it is rising to the top, as it is an XML-based standard. The reader that most people have heard about is the Kindle, which is not available in Canada. The unique thing about it is that it connects directly to the internet over the cell phone network. Through it you can access Amazon and Wikipedia. The thing to be aware of is that ebooks are in the Kindle format. The Kindle 2.0 was recently announced and has some more interesting features, such as text-to-voice capability. E-ink is the new technology for displaying text and is used by the Kindle and other readers. It is different technology from anything we have had before. It saves on energy by not using battery power to display text, but just using it when changing the page. And it is very good for reading in direct sunlight. I thought I would put in some publisher statistics that I came across. One area of growth that publishers are experiencing is in ebooks. The last point here refers to the Stanza Reader, which is the reader for the iPhone and the iTouch. It has outperformed any other reader. Many people are aware of this dispute that was taking place between Google and publishers. They have now come to an agreement that applies in the US. It has created 3 classes of books and allows for rights holders to have the ability to opt out, not in but out, and it provides a mechanism for Google to sell books and pay rights holders. These 3 sites are good for looking for free ebooks. Most free ebooks are books that are no longer under copyright. However, there is a growing trend for new authors to share their works for free online. In fact, recently a woman who had done this became popular enough to have a publisher give her a contract. I will just briefly here talk about audio ebooks. There are a number of places that you can buy them from, and the library has some from NetLibrary. You want to watch for what format they are in, and whether or not they will allow you to download to an external device, and which device it will let you download to. LibriVox is done by volunteers, and there are items in there that can be good. The one book I was interested in, each chapter was read by a different person. I use Delicious to bookmark interesting websites, and under the library account I have bookmarked many different ebook sites. I have also shared my RefWorks folders with the references that I came across in preparing for this presentation. I have put this quote in the presentation to get you to think about ebooks and books and what it is about reading that you are drawn to. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at the email below.